Hey there, welcome to Board Game Barrister, our local game shop in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm Andy, and I'm here with Gordon, Jess, Theo, and Glenn, and today we're playing Hex Effects, a game where we're all playing as incompetent alchemist assistants who are accidentally throwing a bunch of hexes at ourselves and each other. Let's get into it. Welcome to Hex Effects, an amazing little card game where we're going to race to be the first alchemical assistant who can cure what ails us. To start the game, we're going to deal each player at the table 4 hexes, making sure that all 4 of those hexes are different from one another. So we get to start the game with Polymelia, an evil alter ego, the Piper's Plight, and Beetlepox. After that, we're going to shuffle all the rest of the cards in the box together and then deal each player 4 cards to be their starting hand. The player who most recently mixed 2 liquids together is going to be our first player, and a turn in this game's super simple. You'll start your turn by drawing 2 cards off the top of the deck. Then you get to make 2 moves on your turn, and most moves just mean playing a card from your hand, but there are a couple alternative actions you can take, which we'll talk about in a second here. First, let's talk about the types of cards you'll find and how to play them. The first type of cards you might see in your hand are remedies. Remedies look like this, and they tell you right on them what hex they're able to cure. So my interdimensional honey here could cure my Beetlepox, and that would be one of my 2 moves would be to play this over the top of my Beetlepox so that everybody's aware I've already had Beetlepox. And now I've cured that hex. Now these remedies are a bit volatile though. Each time you cure one of your remedies, it does make you vulnerable to new types of hexes. So playing this remedy has made it so that I'm now vulnerable to the Kiss of Narcissus, the Piper's Plight, and Polymelia. But you can see that we are already afflicted by Piper's Plight and Polymelia, which means this only opens us up to the Kiss of Narcissus hex. Speaking of hexes, that's the second type of card. For one of your moves, you can play a hex from your hand onto another player, but only if they're currently vulnerable to it from one of their remedies, and they don't already have it. And once again, if they have it in front of them and it's got a remedy on it, that counts as having had it in the past, so you can't duplicate that hex. The next type of card you're going to see are disasters. Disasters are going to let you trigger the punishment text on another player's hex. Each different type of hex has a different punishment, and when a player plays a disaster, they're going to choose one hex at the table in front of another player and activate that punishment text. This is often bad for the player who is being inflicted by that disaster. Sometimes it's good for the inflictor, the player playing the card, and sometimes it's both. You can only target 1 hex per disaster, and you can only target hexes that don't have a remedy on them. And there are 3 other special cards in the game, each of which is pretty rare to find. The first is Snake Oil. Snake Oil is a double-edged sword. You can use it to treat any hex in front of you like a wild card remedy, but once you've played it, if somebody plays a disaster against you on one of your other hexes, your Snake Oil gets discarded as a result of that disaster. Next up is the Deus Hex Machina. There's only 1 of these in the entire deck. This card will let you grab a hex from your hand and give it to another player, even if they're not vulnerable to it from one of their remedies. But it still can't be a repeat hex for them, so if they've already got it in front of them, you gotta choose a different one. And last is the Jinx. These are the one and only type of card you can play outside of your own turn. When somebody else plays a disaster against you, you can respond to that disaster by playing the Jinx. How that's gonna work is your inflictor will resolve their disaster as they would have, but immediately after they do that, you resolve the exact same type of disaster against them. Those are all the types of cards you're going to see in the deck as you play, and everything we just talked about, except for that Jinx card, costs 1 of your 2 moves to play. Now there's 2 additional types of moves you can take in the game, and they're called alchemy. The first of them requires that I discard 3 different remedies from my hand. So if I had these 3 remedies available, I could discard them, and this allows me to steal a remedy somebody else has already played onto one of their hexes and put it into my hand instead. The second type of alchemy is going to use hexes. If I have 3 different hexes in my hand, I can discard those 3 hexes to draw 1 extra card off the top of the deck. And there you have it. Once you know all the different types of cards and all the moves you can make on your turn, you pretty much know how to play this game. At the end of each of your turns, if you have more than 6 cards in your hand, you have to discard down to 6 cards, and then it'll be the next player's turn to draw 2 cards, use up to 2 moves if they want to, and then discard down if they have to, and so on and so forth around the table. Now the game ends the moment any player at the table is able to cure their final hex. So if you want to win, you gotta find a good balance between curing your own hexes and keeping an eye on everybody else at the table to make sure they don't beat you to it.
I am the last one who made my coffee today, mixing my cream, and well, Gordon doesn't have cream in his sugar. So
Yeah, I may have made my coffee last, but
A liquid, a singular liquid.
I also had my vanilla syrup.
Oh, this hand.
So,
Oh, this hand.
Also my hand.
draw
is
my
very-
2.
what do I have?
Nobody mess with me.
This is worthless.
I'm gonna treat my Polymelia with sentient slime, formless with a purpose.
The purpose is not having Polymelia anymore.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
And then we will use Eau d'Acide number 7, Sacre Burn. to treat my sinister spores.
Wow.
I am now open to nothing new because
Oh, you already have?
Yeah, they already
those
have
are
both.
all the things that I already have.
That's
So
a good starting round. Good starting
that's a
round.
great starting combo.
Everybody, go clap.
Go
Everybody
clap, go clap. Polite.
And that's the
get
target you see forming
Yeah.
over me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is a 3-minute game.
So action 1, let me hit that target on the bullseye here and give you some narcissism.
Wow,
Whoa.
Deus Hex Machina
Yeah.
out of the gate.
All right.
There's no flavor text on that one.
That is the Deus Hex Machina.
Hex.
Hex.
Yes.
That's the flavor text I missed, yeah. And fantastically, I can't do anything else.
Okay, so
Amazing.
that was one action just for the camera.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one action.
Yep.
Yes. We can take up to 2,
Yes.
0, 1, or 2.
and as few as 0. Yep.
So you're done?
Yeah, I don't actually have
Are
any
you sure?
actions I can take.
Alright, what do I got? I've got good cards, I think. So for sure I want to... Oh, wait. Is that safe to right
At least
now?
I stopped person from getting close to winning.
It's not as safe to do right now, actually. But I'll do it anyway. I'm going to cure my beetle pox. I'm now open to Piper's Plight and Polymelia.
Yikes.
And then
To have Polymelia.
I'm going to play a disaster upon our Piper's Plate here. Because I want this Deus Hex Machina. Thank you. Alright, that's my turn. Those are my 2 actions.
Fair.
There's some hexes that are very strong in this game. Or very useful, I should say, not
Yes.
strong.
Hey, let's get our own target on our back.
They feel
I
strong.
mean,
but
that
it feels
Sinister
like that.
Spores is pretty bad.
Yeah.
If it gets triggered, discarding all but one of your cards in your hand.
Yeah, that blows.
So
I mean, on our last game, that could have happened to me, and I would not have minded.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Early game when you like your hand. That's a
Right.
real
I
bummer.
mean-
Alright, we're gonna cure Kiss of Narcissus. What's Kiss of Narcissus? To thine own self be true. And I'm curing it with mandrake milk, the root of humility. And then I will also cure my whisper worms. With
Oh.
Everfrost eardrops, it chills what ails you.
Hey, remember that thing I gave you? Might come in useful again.
Don't hex me.
Huh.
No hexing.
All right, I draw
I don't
two
even need
cards.
to use
Let me
it.
do-
I'm fine.
Wow.
Actually,
Okay.
Andy has opened them up for a lot of things.
Oh
that
yeah,
he
I
doesn't
could have
currently have.
hockey. I could have. Wait, I already have the spores. Wait.
No, you don't have the
no.
spores.
I could
No,
have
the
the
spores.
spores. I could have
And
Polymelia.
the
Alter
evil
I could have an
ego.
evil
Right.
alter ego.
You
Yeah,
are
I can now
open
open.
up.
I'm
You're
open
gonna-
to everything.
You can have Polymelia?
Yeah,
There you are.
I
Have some
hate it.
Polymelia.
Really hate Polymelia.
Crave it.
There you are.
Ag. Ag.
Learn
All
that
right,
here to lend a hand.
and then I will cure my sinister spores with Eau d'Acide number 7. Eau d'Acide.
Sacre burn.
Sacre burn.
All right.
We'll say the sinister spores. There's a fungus among us.
Yep.
Man, that's just
A fungus.
not good at
Very
all.
putty. I like it a lot.
I'm glad for you.
All right, I'm
Games
now
always escalate in my liking of them.
I'm now open to Hanahaki and Piper's Plate as I use
Awesome.
Mandrake Milk to cure my Kiss of Narcissus.
Someone stop him.
And then I will also use
Oh my
interdimensional
God.
honey to cure my beetle pox.
Interdimensional honey. Where'd you get that?
Wow.
Whatever that says.
All right.
That's me.
That's
I
sure
really
is
wish
you.
you had Hanukkah. So then I could
Hanahaki.
Hanahaki.
I will take Hanukkah over Hanahaki easily.
Already had sinister spores. I see. Interesting.
Yes. But I'm now open to Hanahaki and Piper's Plate.
Got it.
I mean,
There's 3 things that you don't currently have. Okay.
yeah, and I have none of them.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just.
No, I was gonna do
Me?
that.
Well, fine if you
No,
want.
no, no.
it
You
to
can do
Cora.
it. You can inflict who you want. You don't need to be beholden to my needs and wants.
What do you do? Evil
Show
alter
hand to
ego.
inflictor. Oh yeah, we can mess with your hand with the
Show
evil alter ego
hand
trigger.
to inflictor. May discard 2 cards.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I
Wild.
mean, guess I'll do that on you.
It'll probably be those two.
The 2 disasters?
I'm assuming that's what you're gonna go for.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
discard 2
Quick route
cards.
to a cure to the thing he doesn't
Yep.
have cured already. Oh, maybe.
That's
Alright.
my
We don't
2
have a cure
actions.
for it available, but
No.
Alright, what do I got? I've got cards. Some are useful, such as this Hanahaki.
Too late. Too late.
Wow.
Sorry.
Another one!
Wow.
Sorry. My sight is right here. I am separated just enough that this no
our
longer
workbenches are next to
exists.
each other.
You already have.
I mean, I'm sure I'll get,
I mean-
I'll get it before the end. Anyway.
And he now has
Yeah, yeah.
more afflictions than he started with.
And he's cured all but one.
Right.
What?
If he draws
No,
a snake.
no.
Oh,
Andy has
Yeah.
Andy has all but one of the afflictions in the game. I guess it's the
And I'm still alive.
Alright, and then I'm going to 1, 2,
Oh, look at that.
3.
Yep.
I'm going to
Cure
steal.
something.
Okay, what's actually safe for me to take? What doesn't open me up to a lot of other stuff?
But it goes into
That
your
don't-
hands.
it
so-
goes
That
in your
one for
hand.
sure.
Right.
That-
But I still have to make a
that
decision if I
one-
decide to play it.
This one does you no good. This one doesn't.
Right,
the only one that
exactly.
helps you is
Yeah, I
yeah.
gotta take it.
So my,
I want it to be helpful to me in the future as well.
And technically that does. It gets you one step closer to victory.
Yep, alright, that's
Yeah.
my turn.
it does.
Well, it would have
Slow
been really
it down a
useful if
little
you got the
bit.
cure for...
I understand this and agree.
I also have interdimensional honey.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Jigdab Thecobinidaj.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah, that was it. No question. Yeah, your workbench is next to mine. Have Polymelia.
Yeah.
That's it.
Alright.
It's all the craze right now.
That's not great.
I just
but
realized
What?
that I am in last and I don't have any...
Yeah.
More
And,
diseases.
you've been throwing a lot of hexes over there instead of working on your own.
Yeah, it happens.
If I'm going down, I'm taking all of you with me.
I kind of feel like
But in
I'm,
fairness,
this is
nobody's
like
looking
the
at
party setup. Like I'm into myself, probably ingested too
No
many
one is
things.
approaching you
I'm
at
a
the
fun
party.
guy at the party.
No one's
I have a
approaching you.
following.
Put your
Like-
bench in the corner.
This bench
Everyone
is the
wants
party bench, okay? This
No
is
one's
what I'm
approaching the
trying
guy who's just staring in the mirror while he's belching out flowers with mushrooms growing out of his head. I wonder why.
At least you
Covered
got
in
the
to-
rats.
I'm a
rest.
fun guy.
Covered in rats.
Alright.
It's fine.
Alright.
It's fine. The
Violence
party
are too-
group here.
Alright, I am going to play some Everfrost eardrops to cure my whisper worms, and then I'm going to play some snake oil
Whoa.
to cure my polymelia.
Oh, you think you could just play a snake oil without winning the game and keep
I
it?
think he's pretty
Yes.
safe because
I'm
we're all
trying.
focused on trying to stop Glenn.
Well, now I'm focused on trying to stop Gordon.
Yeah, Gordon's now a big
I have
threat.
my head on a swivel now. Alright. I'll pay attention to everyone.
Except me.
I will.
I am literally not in the
I am
running.
ignoring you.
Yeah, that's...
Nice little lineup of hexes.
Gotta cut
I
them
am
all.
Fixing it.
empty. No, it's empty.
I can do nothing. I pass.
Uh-oh.
He's trying to pull the wool over our eyes. He's got a
I
handful
will
of snake
cure
oil.
Well,
my spores.
if I had a handful of snake oil, I would have won the game.
Say
And
that. You've got
Get
an evil
egoed.
alter ego.
Oh,
Congrats.
alright.
have that. I hope you love it.
Little company.
Probably has a mustache and
That was
hair.
your...
Well,
two.
it's not me. It's me.
Alright.
Oh, I can't say that.
Beetle
oh, do I
Pops
see?
or Polymena.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
Suck my burn!
Suck a bed.
Oh, that's fun. Well, now the question is, I could keep that for something else.
I'm gonna cure all these hexes.
How many cards do you got?
Welcome to the problem I had in our initial test run.
We're going to trigger your evil alter ego.
What is
Give you a
that?
little sleeper word. I get to see your hand, and I get to choose to discard the 2 cards. Thank you.
That's a big hand.
You
to
also
look
have to
at.
discard your snake oil. It is
There it goes.
fragile.
Classic snake oil.
All right. What are we getting rid of? We're getting rid of that.
Yeah,
This hurts.
This might actually
I
be
know.
useful for me later.
Just walked away from your bench.
There you go.
Yeah, I know.
I just was in the room.
I drew into the 3 cards that I needed to win, and it's like, how do I play?
Oof.
Yep. I think that was my second one.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Then I am all done.
Great.
Oh, there's something important in the discard now. Question is, can we get to it?
Oh, the Hanahaki?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Retreat the Hanahaki for sure.
Andy doesn't need it.
Nope. And we... Nobody wants these spores, huh?
Nope.
Eh.
Yeah, I have that same issue. I think being a fun guy would be contagious, but it's really not.
Snake oil's always good. Oh, that's nice too. Yeah, okay. Right. Okay. That's probably better.
Oh, I'm on the
All right.
board. I just realized that.
Yeah. Good job.
We're just
Yeah.
gonna disaster make use of your Piper's Plate. No,
Okay.
no harm to user. Just passing through for the snake oil.
Yep.
Thank you. That's it. I'm
I was
done.
gonna say, did you have to look through it again, or were you smart and left the thing you wanted on top? Which you did. You left the snake oil on
I
top.
think
Yep.
that was the last thing to get.
Yep. That was.
That's not helpful.
We're not here to be helpful to each other.
I mean,
No, indeed not.
we can make deals.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah, we
can.
can, yeah.
I'll make a deal with you. Give me the cure for one of my things.
Can we actually?
And
No,
then,
we cannot trade cards
and
like
then,
that.
I won't mock you after the game.
It's a pretty good deal. You should take
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Lasting consequences. He said after the game, but he didn't say for how long, so that means for the rest of time, Glenn can't mock you. Pretty good.
Give a time
Too late.
frame, so it could also be
Alright.
like a second.
Didn't accept.
Glenn, are you susceptible to Piper's Plight?
I am.
Yes.
You are.
Been looking for some Piper's Plate.
There you are. Have some Piper's Plight.
Thanks.
There you
You're
go.
welcome. And that's all I can do.
You're the Rat King now.
But there's multiple Rat Kings.
Yep.
Who's the true king?
I will
We fight.
Kings of different regions. You know?
I'm gonna
Okay.
cure my evil alter ego.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Hanahaki and Whisper Worms, you are now open to.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's the rest. That's everything.
Yep. Those are the last two.
That is
Ugh.
all I got. I was going to cure my Polymelia, but I already cured it.
Aye.
Gonna do that.
Nice.
Now we're looking.
What?
I'm trying to figure out what I'd like to do next.
There's many choices. I'm sure all of them are wrong.
Many choices.
What, you got a disaster in your
Yeah, he
hand?
has to
What
have
are
a
you
disaster in
talking
his
about?
hand.
No, well, I think he's going to Piper's Plate somebody.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
Not that it does anything to you, but you know.
What'd you take?
A cure.
Cure
Yeah,
for
the
Piper's
cure.
Plate.
The Toxil music.
Very good.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Lishao's Ocarina, which is a kitty ocarina.
Oh, that's actually very helpful. Thank
It
you.
is.
Thank you, deck of cards. I'm going to.
You're welcome, Jess.
I'm going to cure my Hanahaki. I'm not open to anything because I already have the afflictions.
What is Hanahaki?
Hanahaki is a disease.
Terrible.
Yeah.
It is where, okay, so depending on where you read about
This is
it.
real? You're gonna say real things
No,
right now?
it's more of a story thing
Okay.
where flowers take root in your chest if you cannot release feelings of a certain sort. Usually it's romantically entangled. Like, if I can't tell you that I love you, this is just going to keep growing because I keep holding it down. And then
And it's
it
cured.
kills the person, and then it makes for a very sad story, but you know.
Unless they
But
take the powder
in
of a
this
thousand
case,
moths.
Death
what
by
it does
flowers?
is if you cause
Yes.
the
Yeah.
disaster, you have to lose all your remedies that you have in place.
Yeah.
which is terrible, which is why it's the most important one to cure if you have it.
Deus Hex Machina.
What?
You also get an evil alter ego.
I can cure that.
Discard
I've had
all
that
remedies
since
on
the
Shadow? I've never even looked at that before. That's insane. Definitely treat that Hanahaki. Let out your
Yep.
feelings.
Which is why we were surprised she didn't give it, or glad.
Eat that moth powder.
Grow some flowers, release your love.
Is it me?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Great.
Powder of a thousand mouths, keep away from an open flame.
Yep. Roses are wretched, violets are too. Yep. There we go.
Do I have like an extra draw working out here? Not yet. We're close.
Why'd you use it on me?
I'm gonna
Like
do
you had
it.
that for so long.
Because you're only 2 away.
That's handy. I treat Polymelia. That's what I do.
Andy's 2 away. There's
But
no-
also, I
away.
saw the match. I was like, oh, I don't need to use my Deus Hex Machina right
away.
away. I can just play that on him.
Yeah, that's fair.
I got taken in by the
no
color
one's
matching.
in terrible shape, so it's you're either 3 or 2 away.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
We pass.
Oh, all right. Planning and plotting. Plotting and planning.
All right.
Greedy.
I am going to play some interdimensional honey on my beetle
Oh.
box.
Uh-oh.
And some sentient slime
Whoa.
on my Polymelia.
Somebody stop it.
Man, he's 1 away.
Yeah. But he's
Oh.
susceptible to.
Let's
Everything
see. What
should
can
be.
you get? You can get Kiss
We're
of
gonna play
Narcissus
some
and Piper's
the
Plate.
Shoes Ocarina for my Piper's Plate,
Uh-oh.
Oh, I think
Oh no.
this might just be
No,
that one.
no,
Go
no!
and then we're gonna cure my Kiss of
No
Narcissus with
way.
How
Mandrake
dare
milk.
you?
And I'm gonna walk away from the disaster of the 4 of you.
We just let him cure all of his diseases.
Yeah, well.
In my defense, he did do what I said, and he did stop Gordon.
Yep. So, you know.
Look at what I was hoarding, everybody.
Why were you?
Wow.
I did also have
I was trying to
Oh,
win.
wow.
Trying to win off him. That's why I never got disastered.
My next turn was just.
Neither
gonna
did I,
be cure,
actually.
I was in abject fear of a Hanahaki getting played on me and then disastered and I
Yeah.
wiped
Oh my
everything.
God.
Darn.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a combo.
yeah.
Hanahaki
Yeah.
disaster.
Oh,
Uh,
there we are.
nice.
There
all
we
right.
are.
There you are. That's Hex Effects. Thank you so much for watching us hex each other, cure our own hexes. Some of us not gonna make it, I'm afraid. We're gonna hop right into our takeaways video, talk about everything that makes this game so fun, so you can join us there. And for the time being, we appreciate you joining us this week. We'll see you next time.
Ow.
Classic.